I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
What's up, everyone? It's Sleepy P. Welcome to the Sleepy Shell Core. Today we're going to be talking about... I don't even know what to call it. The disaster, the furor, the uproar surrounding the Hogwarts Legacy game. Now, before we get into this, it'd be pretty cool if you could hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow me and tell all your friends. That would be great. So, this is going to be some video. Make sure you stick around to the end. So, the Hogwarts Legacy game is causing so much controversy. Okay, now I'm not a big gamer for this sort of game, but do you know what? It looked interesting. I thought I'll check into it, and I can't believe what's going on. People are calling this game transphobic. They're calling a computer game transphobic. So what do we do in Hogwarts Legacy? Do we hunt trannies? I don't know what to call them. Fucking transsexual. Do we hunt them? Do we cast spells on them? No, we don't. Hogwarts Legacy is an immersive open world RPG set in the world's first introduced in the Harry Potter books. Okay, Harry Potter, everybody likes Harry Potter. If you like Harry Potter, you're a bigot. Yep, you're the worst person on world. You're worse than Hitler or one of those fellows now. If you like Harry Potter, you're a transphobe. For the first time, experience Hogwarts in the 1800s. Your character's a student who holds the key to an ancient secret that threatens to tear the wizarding world apart. Now you can take control of the action and be at the centre of your own adventure in the wizarding world. Your legacy is what you make of it. Live the unwritten. I couldn't get on with the Harry Potter books. I always found them so far-fetched. You know, a fucking ginger kid with two friends. That's never gonna happen. But look at this. Explore an open world. Be the witch or wizard you want to be. Experience a new wizarding world adventure. And I had a look at the gameplay. You know, some screeners of the gameplay. It looked pretty good. Like I say, it's not my kind of video game, but it looked good. But this shit is hitting the fan. Exploring the controversy surrounding Hogwarts Legacy. It seems like the perfect game for Harry Potter fans, but over recent years the franchise has become surrounded in controversy. Right, for those of you who've been living under a rock, I'll explain the controversy to you shortly. Avalanche Studios has finally shared more information and gameplay for its highly anticipated Harry Potter video game Hogwarts Legacy. The game seems like a dream game for fans of Harry Potter. Finally, they'll be able to attend Hogwarts as their own personal wizard, learn spells through the defense against dark arts, hang out in the Hogsmeade, and fight dark wizards in a beautiful looking RPG. Sounds great. Hogwarts Legacy has everything that the fans of the franchise have been asking for, but the game is surrounded by controversy that it will have to face as the release date nears. Not only has JK Rowling garnered criticism over her comments regarding the trans community, but the story of Hogwarts Legacy has also been called out for being anti-Semitic.
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no, hell to the no.
You couldn't make this up. I'm pretty sure that while they were developing the game, somebody would have noticed and said, guys, hang about. These guys with big noses who are hoarding all the coins. It might come across as... that isn't the case. It's just bullshit. The Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts series have been criticised recently as well for a lack of diversity. Fuck off.
Fuck off!
You don't need people of colour in every TV show. You don't need it. It doesn't make the TV show better. It just doesn't. It's like, we need to have more gay characters. No, you fucking don't. You need to have good characters that are funny or entertaining, but they don't have to be people of colour or fucking bent. For the last couple of years, JK Rowling's been using a platform to discuss the trans community. No, she hasn't. She hasn't. She's made... Many of her comments have been criticised for being transphobic. Now, JK Rowling isn't transphobic at all. She's said on many occasions she doesn't have a problem with trans people. She is pro-women. She's a feminist. And, you know, she just doesn't consider chicks with dicks to be chicks, and a lot of people don't. She started by responding to an opinion piece about people who menstruate, and went on to tell a joke about how there used to be a word for that. Yeah, women. People who menstruate are women. Biologically, women. After receiving criticism for her remarks, Rowling chose to double down and went into more detail over beliefs, which included the notion that she supports the community, there you go, but erasing the concept of sex also removes people's ability to discuss their lives, and that is a fair and valid point. Good on you, JK. Soon after these tweets, Rowling continued by crafting a blog post titled Turf Wars, in which she outlined why she was worried about trans activism. And trans activism, it's the new fascism. It really is. Her remarks caused huge fan backlash across social media, with many calling her out for transphobia. Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson and Rupert Grint all came out against JK Rowling and declared that they stood by the trans community. Yeah, you fucking wankers. I've got no respect for any of those guys anymore. JK Rowling made them who they are. And, you know, fuck those guys. The star of the Fantastic Beasts series, Eddie Redmayne, also came out against JK Rowling, and Warner Brothers even released a statement over the remarks. If you're against JK Rowling, then distance yourself. Give back all the money that you made from being in Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter then, you fucking dirty bastards. The statements against JK Rowling have not stopped her from continuing to discuss the trans community. In 2020, she released a series of tweets where she claimed that the mental health industry and medication are a new form of conversion therapy, and that many young people are being pushed to hormones or surgery, even if it's not best for them. And that is absolutely true, because the amount of people that have transitioned from male to female or female to male and are now wanting to transition back because it was just a fucking teenage phase they were going through is going through the roof.
He's a monster.
On top of that, Rowling released a book called Trouble Blood, in which a serial killer dressed up as a woman to kill other women. The novel sparked even more controversy, as the story seemed to be telling people never trust a man in a dress. To be honest, just don't. After her transphobic comments, the book felt like another attack on the trans community. I'm sure they will have told her about it. Now, Hogwarts Legacy's problematic villains. Not only has Rowling made remarks that were considered transphobic, but the plot of Hogwarts Legacy is also being criticised. The story of the game tasked players with preventing a goblin uprising during the 1800s. Nobody wants a goblin uprising. The last thing you want is goblins rising up. The goblins will be teaming up with dark wizards in an attempt to overthrow the systems of power in place in the wizarding world at that time. Okay, so goblins are good now? The storyline has been called anti-Semitic and called out for essentially having the player try to prevent goblins from getting rights. Oh shit. You know, a big march with like trannies and goblins. The goblins in Harry Potter have already been criticised for perpetuating anti-Semitic imagery, with many believing that the goblins in the movies are nearly identical to Jewish characters in Nazi propaganda. Fuck off. Again, this is people wanting to be outraged, so they're looking for stuff to be outraged about. They're presented with hook noses and they manage the economy of the wizarding world, with the films taking this and going in further with the presentation of goblins. Goblins are bad people, right? We don't want a goblin uprising, right? If we see a goblin, smash it. In Harry Potter, goblins are subservient to humans and are not allowed the same education as the wizards, or allowed to have wands of their own, and that is for the best. They would just cause problems. Hogwarts Legacy takes place in the late 1800s, years before Harry was even born. This means that the goblins may have even less rights than they do during the time of Harry Potter. Goblins aren't good. The story of Hogwarts Legacy as players fight back against the Goblin Rebellion, but all that they're seemingly rebelling against is their lack of rights. The title has painted them as the antagonists, when what seems like the player character might be more of an antagonist. Little is known about how the story will play out, but at face value it seems very problematic. Oh my god. Look, when you've got things like a computer game, I mean, it's like, this is like saying, Call of Duty's racist because you have to kill Germans or Russians or the Taliban. You've always got to have baddies, yeah? And in this case, the goblins are the baddies. Who else are you going to fight? Eh? White, straight white men, cisgendered people. That's who Harry should be taking on, the cisgendered people. Right, so Harry Potter series has diversity problems. Do you know what? No, it doesn't. Fuck anybody that says that. Hogwarts Legacy has a lot of controversy that it has to overcome as the release date nears. JK Rowling's continued spreading a rhetoric on Twitter. No, she hasn't. She claimed that the South Wales Police LGBTQ+ outreach programme was virtue signalling. It definitely is. It definitely is. They should spend more time solving crimes, attending burglaries, than fucking virtue signaling. It's terrible. The Harry Potter series has been heavily scrutinised over its lack of diversity. Look, you don't get more diverse than a fucking wizard. I mean, it's just how it is. Yeah? That's how JK Rowling had it in her head. And just because it doesn't have more people of colour, whatever in it, it doesn't mean that it's bad. So Hogwarts Legacy on the Steam platform has been tagged as transphobic. This is ridiculous. You say, this is why I call these motherfuckers fascists. The fucking trans community, honestly, I'm not saying they're all like that, but the majority of them are just, honestly, they're fucking fascists. If they don't like something, or they don't think something's going their way, they will fucking try their best to ruin it. So why is it being tagged as transphobic? Well, because JK Rowling, who invented Harry Potter, is considered by the trannies to be transphobic. But look, tags, transphobic, transphobia, magic, RPG. They're going after a computer game. Fucking guys, get something better to do, you fucking losers. Steam lets you tag games with different categories and it's spectacularly backfired. Transphobic and transphobia were listed before being taken down. It's ridiculous. And now it's like, oh, capitalism, villain protagonist. It's a computer game. It's an escape from reality. Why does everything have to be so fucking PC and woke? Just let people enjoy being wizards and killing goblins. Yeah? Just learn to live a little. But apparently it's going to include transgender wizards and witches. Right, I'm not playing that then. Right, this is the Sleepy Shellcore. This is Sleepy P. I give up. Stop the world. I want to get off. Before I do anything like that, make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Help me out. Let's fight me in the comments. It's the Sleepy Shellcore. Peace out.